My name is Anna. I am 15 years old and I live in a house in Arizona with my dad. My mother died because of a severe kidney problem. 2 years ago, my dad married a woman named Sarah. Sarah is my stepmother. At first, Sarah seemed really nice. She brought me a new book and made cookies. I thought, this is cool. She loves a lot. She cares about me. She has a kind heart. But I was wrong. Things changed fast. Now I feel like Sarah's favorite job is making me feel bad. It is a bummer, totally. My dad loves Sarah a lot. He thinks she is perfect. When he is home, Sarah is like a different person. She smiles a big smile and she talks in a sweet voice. But the minute my dad leaves for work, the sweet voice stops. The smile disappears. I feel it. I noticed it. I know she does not like me. This feeling hurts me a lot. This whole situation is not chill. I want to tell my dad, but it is hard. One day she threatened me. If I said something against her to Dad, the results would be terrible. The feeling hit me suddenly. I missed my mother so much right then. The missing was a sharp, deep ache. I stood up quickly. I needed to get away from everyone. I walked upstairs without making a sound. I went straight to my bedroom. The room felt safe and quiet. I closed the door firmly behind me. I did not want to be heard. But I couldn't hold the pain inside anymore. The tears came fast. They were hot and they blurred my sight. I let out a low, shaky sound. I lifted my hands to my face. I pushed my palms hard against my eyes. I was trying to stop the tears. It was useless. The quiet crying changed. I started sobbing loudly. My whole body shook with sadness. It felt like I would never stop. I stumbled to the small desk. I reached out and pulled open the top drawer. There was only one thing inside. I reached in slowly. My fingers closed around the edge of a small beloved photo. It was my mother. I brought the picture to my chest and held it tightly. When I slept, I don't know. Sarah was not a problem for me, but also his brother. A big problem for me. He was unbearable for me. My stepmother, Sarah, has a brother named John. John is not a good guy. He is a little bit rogue. He does not work. He does not smile much. I always feel afraid of him. John does not live with us all the time, but he comes to our house whenever my dad goes on his office tour. It is a secret rule in the family. When Dad leaves, John arrives. I never know the exact day he will come. This always makes me feel stressed. Last week, my father went to travel for his job. It was Tuesday morning. I was eating cereal. The front door opened. It was John. He walked right in. He did not say hello. He just stood by the door and looked at me. He stared at me badly. His eyes were cold. I felt my hands shake. I immediately became confused and tense. I understood he had a bad plan. My father was not at home. I quickly finished my cereal. My heart beat faster in my chest. I knew that my difficult life was starting again. John was here and my dad was far away. I ran towards my room. My story didn't end here. After some days, he showed himself. He showed his evil plan. He was just finding a chance. My dad travels every other week for his job. Those weeks are hard for me. Sarah starts making new rules when Dad is gone. Last month, I wanted a simple snack after school. I felt very hungry. I went into the kitchen. I opened the fridge. Sarah stood right next to me. She was watching me the whole time. It felt weird. I wanted a piece of pizza from last night. Sarah cleared her throat loudly. I closed the fridge door quickly. "Anna," Sarah said. Her voice was flat and cold. "The kitchen is closed after 7 p.m. You know this rule. It is for saving energy." But it was only 5 p.m. I did not say anything. I just said, "Oh, okay." I felt hungry. I went to my room. I just ate a few crackers I had hidden in my desk drawer. This was not a big rule, but it hurt my feelings. It was a little way to hurt me. I thought, she is totally doing this on purpose. Another time, I had a new art project. I worked on it for many days. I left it on the kitchen table because the light was good there. Sarah came home from shopping. She saw my project. She did not say anything. She just picked up my paper. She moved it to the counter next to the sink. There was water there. My paper got a little wet. She said, "The kitchen table is not for school projects, Anna. It is for eating." The water did not ruin my picture, but the message was clear. She did not care about my work. The next day I came home from school. I looked for Sarah. I did not see her anywhere. I did not hear her brother, John, either. I thought maybe they both went out. But the front door was not locked. This was strange. Sarah always locks the door. I thought a thief could come in. This gave me a strange, nervous feeling. I went upstairs to my room. I opened the door and walked in. I put my heavy backpack down. Then suddenly the door behind me slammed. My heart jumped hard in my chest. It started pounding very fast. I turned around fast. What did I see? John, Sarah's brother. He was standing right there. He had closed the door. I could not move. I opened my mouth to talk, but my tongue felt too heavy. The words did not come out. John was looking at me. He started to walk slowly toward me. I started shaking all over my body. My hands and legs felt weak. The smell of fear was strong. I started crying right then. Tears were hot on my face. "No, John, you cannot. You cannot do this," I whispered. I needed my dad. "Dad, Dad!" I shouted as loud as I could. I yelled and yelled, but John kept moving toward me. He was too close now. Suddenly the door flew open. Sarah came rushing in. She moved so fast. She ran straight to John. She gave a harsh, loud slap on his face. Smack! It was a strong sound. Sarah was almost shouting at him. Her voice was loud and full of anger. "You horrible man! How dare you do such an act in my house? My husband's daughter is here. She is my responsibility." Sarah looked at me. Her face was red, but her eyes were full of tears. She was crying too. "I am your stepmother, yes," she shouted at John, "but I am not so bad. I did not give you permission for this thing." She rushed to me and hugged me very tightly. I could not breathe, but I felt safe. She shouted at John one last time. "Get out of here. You are not my brother. You are not a human." John looked scared now. He turned and ran out of the room very fast. The danger was gone. My stepmother saved me. I stood in my room shaking, but Sarah was holding me so tight. My mind was in a total mess. Just some hours ago, Sarah was the bad gal. She was cold. She made me feel hurt with her unfair rules, but now she was my hero. She was screaming at her own brother. She was protecting me. This was such a strange feeling. I realized the truth. Sarah was not totally good, but she was not totally evil either. Her drama and her coldness were just for me. They were a problem between us. But my safety was a different thing. John had an evil plan for me. He was truly dangerous. Sarah knew this. She saw the danger, and she did not hesitate. She chose me. She chose the daughter of her husband. She chose a family. Sarah still had her problems, and she was still super intense, but she was not a monster. At that moment, she was my safe space. I hugged her back tight. I knew the fight with Sarah was still there, but now the biggest threat, the rogue guy John, was gone because of her. I looked at my stepmother from an enemy into a protector. I was still trembling with fear. She said, "Calm down, dear. I am here with you. He cannot enter our house again. You are safe now. Just one thing I want from you. Don't tell your father about this. I am your stepmother, but I am not too bad to you. Now just relax. Come and have lunch with me. Last Friday, my dad left for a long work trip. This time felt worse. I tried to be extra quiet. I stayed in my room all day Saturday. I was reading a book. My best friend Lisa texted me. She asked if she could come over and watch a movie. I said sure. Lisa is a really nice gal. She's also very quiet. She came over at 4 p.m. We were sitting on the couch. We were just whispering and watching the movie. The movie was not loud at all. Suddenly, the living room door opened fast. Sarah stood there. Her face was red. This was the start of the big drama. Sarah looked only at Lisa. She ignored me completely. "The television volume is too high," Sarah said loudly. "I cannot focus in my office. This is unacceptable noise in my house." Lisa and I looked at the volume. It was low. It was definitely not loud. I felt my face get hot. "Sarah, it is low," I said softly. Sarah looked at me for the first time. Her eyes were cold. "Anna, you do not talk back to me. You know the rules. You need to respect the people who work hard for this house." Sarah then walked straight to the TV. She turned the volume all the way down. She looked at Lisa again, making Lisa feel super awkward. Lisa whispered to me, "Maybe I should go." I felt sick inside. I knew Sarah's true goal was to make my friend leave. After Lisa left, I went straight to my room. I felt the hurt deep inside me. I wanted to cry, but I did not. I decided I could not let Sarah's drama control my feelings anymore. I needed to change my own behavior. I knew I could not change Sarah. I sat on my bed and thought for a long time. I decided to start keeping a list of all her unfair rules. This was my new plan. I would not argue, but I would not let her surprise me anymore. I wrote down the kitchen rule. I wrote down the TV rule. I wrote down the rules for my art project. The next day, I went to the library. I took my computer and all my books. I stayed there for 5 hours. Sarah called my phone. I saw the call, but I let it go. When I came home, Sarah was in the kitchen. She looked surprised to see me. "Where were you?" she asked. "I was at the library," I said simply. "I needed to study." I did not yell. I did not show anger. I just stated the fact. Sarah just looked at me. She did not create a big drama. She just said, "Oh, okay." I realized that I had found a way to win. My victory was silence. My power was planning. I still feel hurt by Sarah's treatment, but now I know I can handle it. I have a plan, and that plan is totally cool. I know I will be okay. I have hope now. The hurt is still there. It is a small, quiet pain inside my chest. It is a bummer feeling. But now it is a small pain. It does not control me anymore. I realized something important. I cannot make Sarah nice. I cannot make her smile at me. I cannot stop her from making all the weird rules. That is her drama, that is her choice. My choice is different. My choice is how I react. I decided to build a wall around my feelings. This wall is made of my new plan. I'm going to be super chill about everything. The next morning I woke up. I made my bed right away. I put my clothes on the chair. I made sure my room was perfect. This was part of the plan. I went downstairs. I saw Sarah. She looked for something wrong, but she found nothing. I went to the kitchen. I did not ask about the blue cereal. I just ate toast. It was no big deal. I knew I would not let her small actions bother me. I found my strength. My strength is quiet. It is not loud. My strength is planning. I will not get angry. I will just go to the library when the music is loud. I will eat toast when the fridge is closed. This plan gives me power. I look at my reflection in the window. I do not look sad anymore. I look confident. I know I will be okay. I feel that simple, good hope inside me again. The future will be better because I am ready for it. My plan is totally cool. I am ready for anything now. Remember this. Every difficult story you finish makes you stronger. Learning English is like facing a big challenge every day. It feels hard now, but you are brave and you are totally confident in your goal. Don't ever stop your journey. Now practice your speaking. Pause the video and say this sentence out loud to practice the simple rhythm. This is Sarah's little game of control. Again, listen, repeat, and then practice again and again to become a better English speaker. You are not weak. You are not lazy. You can do it. Use your hidden skill. You will feel as if it is your treasure. You can do it. It is not impossible. You listen to the full 15-minute story. You should feel very confident about your English listening skills. Anna found her strength when she made a plan. She learned that quiet action is better than loud argument. Anna has a small victory, but her problem is not finished. What does Anna need to do next? Should she tell her father, or should she keep her quiet plan? Write your answer and your reason, like tell her dad or stay quiet, in the comments below. Please like this video and subscribe to English Story 365 for more long emotional stories to help you learn English.